muffins, it's your girl Disastrous Beauty, and I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be a life update. I haven't given you guys a life update, and life been lifing, girl. Okay, life has been lifing to the 50,000th power. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a good life update. If you keep seeing me look over here, it's because I keep feeling like my camera is crooked, and I keep having that issue. But if it is crooked, I'm sorry about it. It's just gonna have to be what it's gonna be right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys this life update while doing my makeup, and I did a very more of a natural beat. It's a natural beat for me. I didn't use foundation. I just used like a skin tint instead. So because I am going to get my passport today and take my passport picture, so yeah, I'm gonna give you guys this life update. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, sound off down below. I don't care if you just be like, hey girl, I love you boo, or F you boo. Just comment something down below. Don't forget to like this video. If you're not already subscribed, girl, click that subscribe button. It's not gonna cost you not one red cent. Now let's get into this life update. Hey love bugs and love muffins. So today is going to be a life update video, and I am going to be doing my makeup today. I have to go and take my passport photo, so yay me. So obviously this is going to be a no makeup type of look, but I figured I could kill two birds with one stone because I've been meaning to do this life update. Child, what's going on with these lips, honey? I've been meaning to do this life update for a minute now. And life just has been lifing, honey, okay? And it has been a struggle to get this video done because I just feel like so much has kind of been going on. So I'm gonna go ahead, put my brows on. I mean, I got my brows on, which I did just bleach my brows, and I did just get rid of some stray hairs and clean them up a little bit. So that's why they look a little fresh right now. But let me go ahead and finish cleaning them up, and then we will get into this video. Y'all, I am literally trying to decide if I want to open this window. Like, literally my husband had this window put here for me to use it, and I have not been using it. So let's see. Oh, that's bright. You see what I mean? It's too bright. It's too bright right now. It's yeah, that's not. All right, so yeah, y'all, so yeah, I'm getting ready to get my passport. I've never had a passport. I used to like I've always been adamant that I will not get on anybody's plane. Not me, not she ain't doing it, blah blah blah. And honey, I'm just a whole new person. I don't even recognize myself anymore, and I don't recognize myself in the best way, y'all. Like I'm just a whole new person. I'm just in a whole different space in life. And I'm just putting bronzer on my eyelids. Like literally, y'all, this is gonna be a no makeup type of look because obviously you can't do the most. You gotta look like yourself on your passport photo. So yeah, I'm really excited. My husband has really been on me about, get your passport, baby. You want to go, you got these things on your bucket list, because I've always had Italy on my bucket list. Like that is just like a place I have wanted to go since I saw a picture of Venice in a like my grandma encyclopedia or something. I just remember seeing this picture in a random book, and I'll kind of insert a picture that's similar to it, and forever that's been on my bucket list. And honestly, it seems like my husband just wants to just start checking off stuff on my bucket list. That's how I feel. Like that's how he makes me feel. But anyways, I digress. So let's get into this life update. We're gonna start with topic number one, which is, girl, you're married, but did you ever get divorced? So let's start on first my divorce, because I assure you guys I am not into polygamy. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and did my little baby wing and my little wispy lashes off camera. Once again, y'all, I don't want to do a whole lot to go and take this picture. Like I don't want to get there and them folks be like, oh no ma'am, you doing the most. I know this is not what you look like every day, and they would be absolutely correct, because on an average day your girl does not wear any makeup. So anyways, back into the video. So what I want to start with is I really want to start with some primer if I can find any. Honestly, y'all, I don't have any primers that are not just freaking hydrating, and probably because my skin has always been extremely dry, so a lot of times the primers that I like to use are very hydrating. But yeah, and also I haven't really been into makeup like I used to be. But anyways, y'all, I digress once again. So yeah, let's get into the divorce. So honestly, y'all, it took forever to get this divorce, and this was what do they call those divorces? A non-something divorce. Oh, an uncontested divorce. Like we were on the same page. So what is taking so long? And if you didn't see my last life update, really what ended up taking so long is that they were getting, it was another Reggie and Chrissy that filed Reggie and Chrissy, another Reginald and Christina that filed the same week that we filed. And they ended up confusing like our stuff. So they were sending me stuff talking about I was missing information, and I was like, oh no ma'am, no I'm not. Like I better not be, because the people, I used one of them little online service things just so I wouldn't, you know, like miss anything. So I was like confused. So I kept going up there because I was the main one dealing with this, because I mean I was the one seeking the divorce, you know. So I just to keep down confusion and, you know, make the process as easy as possible, I was the one handling all of this stuff. And I kept going up there. I'm like, what's going on? Like at this point, it's been a year. I haven't heard anything. What is going on? And y'all, I am just using a skin perfector. Not really a foundation. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's by Glotion, and I'll put it down. It's by Tarte, and it's called Glotion. But I really like this stuff, and it's great in the summer because it's really lightweight. But anyway, so I'm like, what's good? So the last time I went there, they ended up giving me a court date, and I was like, cool. So I had looked it up, and I told Reggie, I was like, look, if you don't show up, it looks like it said they'll just grant the divorce. Like I wasn't asking for anything, not even child support. And honestly, I wasn't asking for child support because I wasn't asking for child support because my ex-husband's parents are like, child, the best baby daddies I could ever ask for. Like literally, I co-parent mainly with his parents, you know. And what would be the point of me asking for child support? First of all, I would be number 3 on the list. And somebody only got so much money. You know what I'm saying? Like a person only has so much money. Like Journey wouldn't be getting anything. So I didn't want to ask for child support. And honestly, that was another issue. Like they did not like that I wasn't seeking child support. And the lady was honest with me, and she was like, this is probably another reason that your divorce has been held up, because you put on there that you're not asking for child support, and that is an issue. I was like, what? I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, what are you talking about? So I ended up going to court. I explained, because I didn't even have to see the judge because it was such a minor thing. And I was like explaining, like, yo, I want this divorce. Like, we're ready. I'm definitely ready to move on my life, and I'm sure at this point he is too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good? And I told her, you know, I didn't need child support. I gave her the actual reason as to why. Like, I get a lot of help, like more help than I could ask for. And honey, those people, Journey's grandparents are saints. They're saints. I kid you not. Like, you know, now granted, I am married now and I have help, but if it wasn't for them, I honestly don't know what I would do, because some of you guys may know, all of you may not, but my mother died when I was 3. And my grandmother is old, you know, she's older, and my aunt is, you know, helping out with her. So I don't have, my dad lives nowhere near me. I don't have a whole lot of help. Like, I just don't. And luckily, I have really been blessed with my kids having really great, you know, having great grandparents, and, you know, always being able to have a village. But Journey's village is top tier, y'all. Okay, so yeah, I ended up putting on there that the reason, she was like, just write that in, just write that in. And so that's what I did. This was back in July, and finally in September I got the letter saying, you know, it was all finalized. Like, oh honey, that was a relief. It was a relief, because that was really bothering me. I was already living here with Ron, and it was just all bothering me. I'm not gonna hold y'all, it was bothering me. So I was just glad to, you know, have that season over with, you know, of my life. Not because there are any harsh feelings or any bad feelings with my ex-husband. It's just that I felt stuck and kind of trapped. Like, am I gonna ever get this divorce, you know? So me and Ron can move on. Like, he had already proposed, we were already engaged, and I am still, it's been a year and I'm still going through all this stuff trying to get a divorce. Like, literally, it took me a year to get a divorce, uncontested divorce. So yeah, that is done. Okay, we ended up that the divorce was finalized in September, and so, you know, after that, obviously you have to wait 90 days before you can remarry. So yeah, the divorce is over. Okay, we are officially divorced. So y'all, honestly, this whole life update is going to start from December all the way to now, and now it is currently April, what is it, April 18th. So I initially wrote this like back in January, like, because you know I got my handy dandy notebook right here, y'all know, and I actually did all this and wrote everything back in January, and just now getting to it. Like, I know, right? So we're gonna go back, we're gonna go to Christmas. We're gonna go to Christmas, y'all. So Christmas, we were to host this Christmas. My husband's family, my new family, is very, very big. Like, they're humongous. I want to say, like, his mom had like had like 10 siblings. You know, all of them are not alive now, but you know, that leads to a big family, because people, the kids have kids, and kids have kids, and you know, that sort of thing. And not only are they a big family, they, you know, they actually come together, they get together and have you know, celebrate holidays together. This family is amazing. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I love that. So it was, we did not host Thanksgiving. Last year we hosted Thanksgiving and didn't host Christmas. So this time we hosted Christmas. And they had decided that we would do a seafood boil. Now, I don't know if y'all know, I am trying to get into cooking more. Shout out to you, Cynthia. I am trying to get into cooking more, but I am not somebody that is like a chef. Okay, girl? Like, yes, I'm hosting, but I'm hosting. Like, I'm gonna make sure the house looks nice. I'm gonna make sure the house looks nice, and I'm gonna call my little cousin, who is actually a chef. She's a pastry chef, but she's a chef nonetheless. I'm gonna call my little cousin to come over here and give your girl some help. Okay, that is the type of hosting I do. But with his family, they basically, especially his mom, y'all, I love my mother-in-law. Ron literally married his mom. Like, we're the same person. We're from the wigs to, now honey, she dressed better than me, and that body is body and way better than mine. Yes, honey, I said it. My mother-in-law body is better than mine. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all, I just realized my mic was on the floor, so I'm not finna re-record anything. So if it sound crazy at the beginning, I am so sorry, y'all. Look how crusty this wig look. Is that gonna show up on the picture? I'm gonna have to figure out how to, I'm gonna have to work some magic, because I don't feel like taking off this wig putting on another one. I don't feel like washing no lace. I don't feel like doing nothing, okay? But anyways, yeah, I hope it sounds okay. But yeah, my mother-in-law body is just bodying, okay? So anyways, we ended up hosting Christmas. My little cousins came from Atlanta. They came. So Christmas was on a what, Sunday this year? Was it a Sunday? I think so. And they came like the day before, and it was really good to see them. You guys know Ashley and Melanie came as well. Ashley ended up going back, like she stopped and stayed the night, but then she went home to Sweetwater, where we're from, to spend Christmas with her mother, with their mother. But Melanie stayed with me and spent, you know, Christmas here. So yeah, but they bought us the cutest gifts, and I'm gonna insert them. Ashley and Melanie are the best. Like, they're so cute. They came like freaking Santa Claus and bought everybody gifts and had everything custom for, like, customized for everybody. It was crazy. Somebody's calling me. Anyways, they had all these customized gifts, and like, I just love them. But anyways, so yeah, I'll insert what they got us. Me and Ron, they got us what are those, like those tag things that you put on your suitcases? Because honey, Chrissy travels now, okay? Chrissy travels now, and Ashley knows that, and she's like recognizing it, like, yes girl, yes, yes, yes. So yeah, that's what they bought us, which was really cute. And I'll insert some pictures of the actual Christmas and the seafood boil. It was awesome. We had a house full of people. The kids had a blast, especially Journey. Journey ended up getting an iPhone, a brand new iPhone. What is it? Whatever the latest iPhone was in December, because I can't keep up with it. My husband just bought me the new iPhone. I guess this is a 15, I think. But I swear I don't keep up with what it is. But her grandparents, once again, y'all, told you, them grandparents of hers are top tier. So yeah, they had bought her the latest iPhone, and honey, she was just running around recording, and maybe I can insert some clips of her recordings or whatever. But yeah, Christmas was amazing. Love my new family. Shout out to them, because they always come through. Now my family was a little mixed in too. My cousin Britt came. My little cousins Tamira and Jordan, they came as well. And obviously, like I said, Melanie was here, but for the most part, it was all Ron's family. It was all Ron's family. My grandmother didn't want to come. She was like, y'all just send me a plate, honey. I'm tired. I don't want to come. My aunt had to work. Those are like the people. And my cousin Snook, he went to his old ladies. That's what he always called her, my old lady. He went with her family. So yeah, it was really good though. I had a great time. So that was Christmas. All right, y'all, so we got married. I was married now again. This is the last time, y'all. Okay, hold on, this is the last time. I'm not getting married anymore. This is it, y'all. No Michael Jackson. This is it. But I's married now, and we chose to get married on the 27th of December, because the 27th is, or any increments of 9s are like a part of our life. You know what I'm saying? So like we went to thinking about it and the importance of the number 27 for us, and because we actually wanted to get married before our birthdays, and we couldn't because obviously I wasn't divorced yet. And that trip to Puerto Rico was supposed to be our honeymoon, but because I couldn't get that doggone divorce in time, it ended up just being a birthday trip. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. But we met March 27th. Okay, so because we met March 27th, and we went to looking, because I wrote down, this relationship has been so important to me. It's been like just the craziest experience of my entire life. I still pinch myself, I kid you not. But because it's been so crazy, I started just writing down everything. First kiss, first time we met in person, first time we talked, like, because I'm very shy, I run from the phone. It took him a long time to even get me on the phone. I'm telling y'all, I am extremely shy. So it took him a long time to even get me on the phone. And so I wrote that down. I wrote down when we had our first kiss, because everything moved really slow. I think our first kiss was like a month after me. Everything moved really slow with us. And like I said, we had time to really date. And everything else in my life had just been so fast, you know, fast paced. Now, granted, the marriage may seem fast. Yeah. Yeah, it's not, the marriage isn't fast. It's fast because I had just gotten out of another marriage, you know. But as far as the marriage in itself, like I always had a 2-year limit way. Okay, you're not gonna waste my time no more than 2 years. That has always kind of been my motto and my stance. And I'm not somebody that's like, we're gonna get married, it's time to get married. You want to get married? It's time to get married. I'm not that person either. But I will just, you know, that was always my thing, like 2 years. Now, granted, when I went into this relationship, I went into it saying that I really didn't want to get married. Like, I had been married twice. I've been there, done that. That was kind of my motto. So there was never any pressure. It just happened. It just happened. And you know, that may sound crazy, but really it just happened to us. Like, it wasn't something that I don't think either of us went into it saying, oh, like, I'm looking for a marriage, you know, when we was on a dating site. You know what I'm saying? We weren't on there looking for partners. We was on there looking for basically companionship or a friendship. Like, it was very, and we were friends. Like, we moved slow, y'all, very slow. So I would write down everything, and when we went to looking back at everything could be summed up to like the number 9 in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Even with our birthdays, like, mine is the 18th of 9/18, and his is 9/21. You know what I'm saying? Like, even our birthdays, there's, you know, can still break down to 9 or 3s or whatever, however you want to see it. So I was like, yeah, that's perfect. So we chose December 27th to get married. And y'all know me, I am not somebody that like weddings. And I like that now I don't even need an officiant to get married. Like, we just went up there, we signed them papers, and we were married. Like, and he recorded me when we were walking like out of the courtroom, and it was the best feeling. Even though nobody was there, we didn't even have witnesses, child, like, other than the clerk. It was just like, I just felt good. Like, I just felt good. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. So, yeah, but he sent me a list. I told him I didn't want to go anywhere far. That, you know, he had already planned Puerto Rico, and we already went there and had that experience. And to me, that was honestly enough, like, as far as honeymoons go, because that was supposed to, that was his honeymoon trip for us. And like I said, because I was still married, we couldn't it wasn't our honeymoon, but we still had the experience, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, let's just go somewhere local. I am somebody, I am an earth sign, but I am just somebody that really loves nature. When I'm outside, now, honey, I don't like to be out there when it's hot, but outside really makes me feel good. Like, I am somebody you can take on a date and just walk. I can just walk, and that is like a good date for somebody like me, if that makes sense. Like, some of y'all get it, some of you like, girl, really? So he knows that about me, and he knows I love the woods. I'm from the freaking woods, girl. I'm from Sweetwater, Alabama, and if you ever get a chance, look up that population. It is nothing but woods, okay? So he understands that about me, and I really wanted to stay at a tiny house. I really wanted to stay at a tiny house. So he created a honeymoon list because he's a Virgo, and he gets me. He gets me. So he created this honeymoon list, and while my little cousins were here, I was asking them, like, I sent them the list, and child, Melanie was in Melanie land. So Ashley really helped me decide which house that I want to go, because honestly, I think my husband just subscribes to happy wife, happy life type thing. Like, he made the list, but he just needs, at this point, now this is the list. Where you pick. Like, if you're happy, I'll be happy. It don't matter where we go. And so we ended up choosing this tiny house. Now, I hope I'm showing you guys somewhere on the screen. And that's where we went for our honeymoon. And honestly, y'all, I had the best time. Now he had some issues at some point, and I ain't gonna even tell y'all the issues, but it will make for a funny story for the rest of our lives. I kid you not. I'm not gonna get on here and tell y'all what the issues was, but yeah, he did have a bit of an issue on our honeymoon. Shout out to my in-laws for those issues. But anyways, so yeah, I am married now. I am now Mrs. Doss, okay? And so now that D has a double meaning. Yeah, so yeah, I's married now. So that's that. That's the marriage. All right, so of course, when you come from a family such as his, and he has a really good group of friends too, I've just never seen, and maybe I'm just from too much toxicity, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen the group of such well-rounded black men. Like, that sounds bad, not to say that, you know, I think down on our men or anything like that. It's just that he has a whole group of friends, and everybody is so well-rounded. Everybody is married, and like, just seemingly good dads. You know, I'm just now, well, I've at this point known them about 2 years, but everybody is just, oh, it's just so yeah, everybody wanted us to have dinner, like something. They basically like do something to celebrate this union. This union. I never like to be the center of attention. Like, that's also why I've never wanted a wedding. I don't like to be the center of attention. Once again, I'm very, very shy. And I'll go to a wedding with the quickness, but I never wanted to be the bride, like, in a wedding. It's just not my thing. So even this dinner, the idea of this dinner gave me some anxiety. So the dinner was awesome though. We found this steakhouse that we love to go. It was like our little secret. Now we, you know, been sharing it with other people, but we happened to find this steakhouse, and we had been going to it like all year. So he reached out to them to see if they could like hold us to do a dinner. I am used to like a really small crowd, honestly. Like, the people that will come and support me, whether it's family or friends, it's a small group. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a whole lot of friends. I'm not really somebody that just has a host of friends. Never have been. Like, I have a host of associates, but as far as friends, no. And I'm relatively private. So even if you're an associate, like, you know, probably wouldn't be somebody I would invite. Now my husband is extremely outgoing. People just love him. Everybody just loves him. He just has one of those personalities where if you don't like him, it's probably something wrong with you. Honestly, I kid you not. Now, when people don't like me, sometimes I can get it. Okay. Sometimes I can get it. Because I can be a little prickly. My husband is not though. So look at this, y'all. This is ridiculous. Y'all, let me fix this lace. Let me fix this lace. I'll be right back. Child, my picture is probably gonna look crusty and dusty, okay? Like, I hope I can make it look decent, but child, that lace is just, ugh, yuck. Anyways, y'all, so that was the marriage dinner. It was absolutely amazing.
I'm recording, y'all. It's a video.
I had the best time. So at our marriage dinner, all his family pretty much showed up. Like, and it's a big family. It was a lot of people there, and then his friends as well. So for the most part, it was mostly his family, his friends. Now I did have my best friend. She showed up. We have literally been best friends, I kid you guys not, since you guys will see her in the comments here and there, and I'd be like, thanks bestie, because she likes to come on here and comment like she don't know me, like, oh, I like that wig. And I'd be like, yeah, thanks bestie, like, girl, don't come on here acting like you don't know me. But yeah, she is like one of my biggest cheerleaders, and I just love her. And she's also has always been the same one in our friendship. She's a Scorpio, I'm a Virgo. I feel like we make the best friends. That is just my personal opinion, okay? But anyway, so yeah, my best friend came, my aunt, my grandmother, my close cousins who are more so like siblings, because my aunt is more like a mother to me than an aunt. So they came. And yeah, the rest were all his family and friends. Like literally, honestly, my family is just not dependable. Now granted, he is from like, not from where we live now, but you know, from closer to the area. But even the ones that were here didn't come. So that kind of lets you know how my family is versus his. And it just is what it is. But you know, like I said, now they're my family too, and it just makes me feel like I have, you know, a lot more support. You know what I'm saying? And that feels good. It feels good. It really does. Like even just being around his family, I really love them. They're really, really like nice, genuinely nice people. And yeah, and his friends wives, and just everybody. I just really, I love this support system just in general. So yeah, I'm sure I was in certain pictures as I was talking, or maybe even a video here and there, but it was awesome. Okay, had a great time. Now granted, I was so nervous before we left. I decided to have me a piece of a gummy, CBD, of course. And honey, so your girl was a little lit, okay? And then when I got there, his friend wife, who is also his friend too, like the wife is also my husband's friend. They all have basically grown up together. So yeah, she was like, yeah, girl, let me get you a drink. So she bought me a drink, had me toe up. Like, girl, I was messed up. Them lemon drops were dropping, girl. Okay, so my grandmother fussed about my dress. My husband fussed about my dress. Honestly, I didn't think my dress was too short. Crap, I didn't think my dress was too short. But I now give all my really, really short dresses to my mother-in-law. She's so funny. And once again, honey, I'm telling you, her body is better than my body. Like, the lady is made like somebody pieced her together, and this is his mother. I have to get her to do a video with me, y'all, okay? Like, because we share clothes. We share clothes. So one day, she was coming to get some of them dresses I had, and she was like, yeah, I'm over here getting all, she was on the phone with him because he was at work. She was like, yeah, I'm over here getting your wife hoe clothes. I love her. Love her. So yeah, that was the dinner. That was the dinner. All right, y'all. So this is probably the part you guys were waiting on. That and probably the last little part where I'm also gonna be talking about something else. But yeah, the breakup. The breakup. I feel like a lot of people assumed that we, you know, this relationship, because of the pace that they felt like it went, felt like, well, on social media, not in real life, because in real life, if you know us, then you knew it was how it would go the way that it's going now. Like, anybody that thought it was fast, anybody that met us or like seen us around each other was like, yeah, that might have been fast, but whew, this is undeniable. It was like, literally, we have that type of relationship. But no, it's not my marriage, honey. We did not break up. Okay, girl. We did not break up. We don't even, honestly, y'all, I kid y'all not, we don't even argue. We still don't argue. Like, here and there, we will have a disagreement or something. Well, I'll have a disagreement, which I'll get into that later as to why. But as far as us, we don't argue. It's a very weird. We just don't. But the breakup was honestly with YouTube. honestly, the breakup was with YouTube. I got to a point where every time that I had to film a video, I would get anxious. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I don't know if it was like burnout, if I've been doing this too long, if I need to change some things up. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I didn't even like getting new wigs, like nothing about YouTube was, you know, making me happy. Like, I just didn't want to do it. I had a new office, all the space and stuff that I've always wanted, and all of a sudden I just didn't want to do it. And honestly, now I am with somebody that says, you know, like, if something don't make you happy, like if it's work or whatever it is, then just don't do it. Like, I just want you to be happy, and I'll do whatever it takes, you know, to keep you happy. So if YouTube is not making you happy, then take a break from it and do what makes you happy, or, you know, just take the time that you need. Oh, girl. It feels good. It just feels good to have that support, that backing, because I feel like I've worked so much forever. Forever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so much. And it was always more so out of, you know, necessity, not necessarily love. And I used to really love doing YouTube. I used to really love doing the videos. But once it became more of a job, it stopped being something that I enjoyed. And like I said, every time it was time to film, I would get anxiety. And I love to do these sort of videos where I'm talking to you guys and interacting with you guys a little more, you know, something other than wigs. But every time I do these kind of videos, I gotta be ready for the comments that come with videos like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're welcoming people into your life. And sometimes it's the people that think they know you. They think, not that they know you, because in a way, a lot of you guys do know me, but you don't know me in the way that you think. You know, on social media, we show, it's like Lovely T says, it's a highlight reel of your life. You're not gonna constantly put the bad stuff on there. So when people think things are a certain way in your life, despite the fact that it's probably nowhere near that, they don't actually know, you know, what you're really going through. And then you go through something like I went through, and you come back and you're like, yeah, I'm with somebody, I'm getting a divorce and I'm with somebody new. It's gonna have a certain reaction. And once again, like I said, people think they know, and they want to offer like what they think is good advice, but you're offering advice on something that you really don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only know what you have seen in a vlog or something like that. So you really can't give any constructive advice, if you know what I'm saying. And I recognize that, obviously, like, some things I would take to heart, and other things is like, you know, I know they mean well, they just, you know, they don't know, and that's fine. But yeah, I got to the point where I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to even film anything, let alone like a video like this. So I kind of broke up with YouTube. I only did what was required, and that was it. Like, I still had wigs and stuff here, so I went ahead and finished those up. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there anymore. So I did talk to my husband, and he was like, I just don't want you doing anything that doesn't make you happy. So, and I really, honestly, y'all, I wanted to go back to nursing. I miss nursing. Now, not full time, but I wanted to go back to nursing, and that's exactly what I did. So now we'll get into that. So back in December, I kind of decided, like, I miss nursing. Like, I had been thinking about it for a minute. Every time I would even see like a show that involved a nurse, or talk to one of my cousins, she's a nurse. Whenever I would do that, I would realize how much I missed it, because honestly, y'all, I went into nursing because I loved it. And then I got burnt out on that as well. And luckily, thank God, I had YouTube, so I was able to, you know, stop and allow at this point my son really wanted to get into more extracurriculars, and as much as I was working at the time, there was no way I was going to be able to, you know, really do it, especially if he had like a game maybe on a Friday night. I worked nights, you know what I'm saying? And on top of like even trying to get him to his practices when he was playing basketball, it was just a lot on me, and I was doing most of it alone, you know what I'm saying? So thank God I was able to stop and do YouTube full time and allow my kids the time with them that they deserved, as well as allowing them to play sports. But I really miss nursing, and I was now in a place where, you know, I could go back and not be full-time. Just PRN. So PRN is as needed. I work about 1 or maybe 2 days a week max. I don't work a lot. Honestly, when I had the discussion with my husband and Juicy, they were both like, what? Honestly, they did not want me to do it. Me working outside the house was like, child, you would have thought I had said that I am now gonna go and remove clothes for a living, okay? I didn't want to say the word because they, you know, YouTube be playing games. But yeah, you would have thought I had said something like that. But no, they just weren't for it. But once again, my husband keeps saying, you know, whatever makes you happy. I guess he didn't think that, you know, working outside the home would make me happy. But I miss also like adult conversations. Like I was at home for the most part with the kids all the time, like adult interactions and just nursing in general, talking to the residents, because you guys know I prefer to do geriatric nursing. That is like my favorite type of nursing. I was raised by older people. I love older people. I love their stories. And honestly, I'm a Virgo and I love to feel needed. And they need me. And it just feels good. So I missed all of it. And so I went back to nursing. And like I said, I only do it about 1 to 2 days a week. Sometimes I'll skip a week and go the following week. Like, it's just something to, you know, keep me in the game. But I'm also getting out of the house, and you know, I met one particular nurse I really like. She's fun. She's a whole ball. Okay, love her. So yeah, I like it. I like nursing, and I like the freedom that I have now with nursing. You know, it's not really a requirement. I'm not required to be there. Like, just like I don't feel required to do the videos. And once something doesn't feel like a requirement, you can really love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a job or whatever. You're gonna make your money from it, but you're not required. You don't have to do this to survive. You know what I'm saying? And I have lived in survival mode for so long, and it just kind of feels good to just be completely out of that mode. Okay, I want that for every woman in the world. I swear I do. To just be able to enjoy life and take care of your family, you know, have your jobs and stuff, but you don't have to quite be in that mode of you know, grind and you know what I'm saying, all the time. And that's how I always felt. Like, I was always having to be in grind mode, and it feels good to just kind of rest in the softness of a woman for once. Okay, like, it just feels good to just to be able to be Chrissy. So yeah, that's where I am now as far as my breakup with YouTube and going back to nursing. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, so the last thing I have on here is how am I? Okay, y'all. So I'm pretty sure from the rest of this video, you guys can see I'm doing pretty darn good. Okay, I am doing pretty darn good. This is the best I have felt and I have been in my entire life, and that's awesome. Like, you know, obviously since I was a kid, I had a great childhood. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying, like, as an adult, this has been the best time of my life. I still literally wake up and want to pinch myself like, girl, you are here. That being said, I kept having these moments every month where I felt like I was losing my entire mind. Okay, every month. And it kind of started, like I remember it starting after my breast reduction. And it has gotten progressively worse. So initially I thought it was just like PMS. Like I had never really experienced PMS. And honestly, we would use getting your period and PMS interchangeably. Like, oh, I'm just PMSing. Yeah, but literally PMSing means before your period. So, and it was happening before my period. Like the stuff that I was experiencing. So I was like, yeah, this is just PMS. And it took me a minute to even realize it was PMS. At first I thought I was just losing my mind. And on top of that, I was going through so much during that time. Because this is like back in when I had my breast reduction, 21. So yeah, this is around that time. It was hard to decipher if it was just life sucks. Or is it, you know, something else. And being in this relationship, I was able to determine like, oh well, shoot, life does not suck. Life is amazing. So what is it? And it has just gotten progressively worse. And it got to the point where I was like, not even, oh, it's too tight. So it got to a point where I didn't even recognize myself once a month for a week. I didn't recognize myself. And I would just get emotional and, oh, my kids hate me. My husband hates me. He wish he had never married me. My kids wish they had a different mother. Everybody hates me. The world hates me. Like literally, these are the thoughts that were in my head. And I'm like, what in the crap is going on? Okay. Your life is the best it has ever been. What is going on? What is going on with you? You're the problem. And like I had told you guys, like me and my husband, we don't argue. And the only time that we do go through disagreements was during this time. And it wouldn't even be him disagreeing with me. I would just fly off the handle, not yell or anything, because we don't do that. We don't yell. But I would be like, basically implying that he ain't love me. And then I would go and sleep in our extra bedroom, because I also would know that when I'm like this, I'll say something just ridiculous and you can't take certain things back. And I don't ever want to say anything to him that he would constantly have in his head or something that would hurt him. The same with the kids. I would need to just kind of separate myself from them, because I was afraid of the things that I would say, because my feelings were so out of whack. Like a whole monster, a completely different person. And my son would call it my puberty. Like, are you on your puberty? Because when I first started experiencing that, I had to keep apologizing to them because I was lashing out at them. Didn't know why. And then I would have to apologize to them and kiss butt. Because mama has been a terrible mama. So I had to start, like, once I realized that it was kind of like around my period, I would just tell him, you know, like, during this time, you know, I'm just not myself. So he was like, well, you is your puberty. I need to go to my dad's house when you on your puberty. I'm telling y'all, it was that bad. So last week, actually, I had the worst meltdown that I have had with this. So I had really decided it has gotten out of control. Like this, whatever this is out of control at this point, you know? So I now have insurance, y'all. I don't know if you guys know, for a period of time I did not have health insurance. I had health insurance that I was paying for, like, out of pocket, you know, obviously, because I wasn't working with a company. So I was paying like almost $500 a month for my insurance. It was killing me. I'm not gonna hold you, but I needed it. And then my ex-husband was like, you know, you can just get on my insurance. Shaq got on his insurance and he quit the job, so I ain't have no insurance. I ain't have no insurance. So for a period of time I didn't have insurance, but I am now on my husband's insurance. Like, he did that immediately because I was also experiencing some tachycardia. like my heart rate would kind of race, and it was just like a lot going on. He was freaked out. He was so freaked out that and he wanted me to get help so bad because I was still like going to work and I would still do YouTube or whatever. He was like, look, if the reason you haven't scheduled these appointments is because you feel like you need money, I'm just giving you the money. Whatever you would make on those days, I'm gonna just give you the money. When he said that, I was like, yeah, I really need help. But that was for the tachycardia. But what made me really get on all of my doctor's visits, and I did, it wasn't my husband saying I'm gonna pay you because, yeah, right, like we live together. But it was me having this crazy freak out last week. And after that freak out, I was like, you need help, girl. Okay, you need to figure out what this is. And I started looking up stuff. I found me an OBGYN. I found me a new PCP. Honey, your girl didn't even found a therapist. Okay. So I ended up going to the gynecologist. That was my first appointment, thank God. And I described my symptoms to her, and I was diagnosed with PMDD. And if you guys want a more in-depth video on that, because I feel like I had never even heard of this, and I feel like so many people from my generation and even the generation before, now Gen Z seem to be up like on all the diagnoses of the world, but I feel like in our community we don't talk about stuff like that enough, and how your hormones as a woman truly can affect you. Like, I don't think I've ever taken it seriously, like, because men joke about it somehow, she must be on her period, and it's so much deeper than that. The thoughts and the things that were going on in my brain, honey, and the how lethargic I would get so tired. Like, it was just so much going on that I had no clue about. So that diagnosis helped me a whole lot. She also put me on birth control. I didn't want to start out on the antidepressants because I also have a very terrible period, y'all. Like, I'm sick. All I do that first day, I am so in so much pain that it causes me to vomit. Like, that's how much pain I am in every month. So she was like, hopefully this birth control, because obviously I don't need birth control, child. My tubes is tight. Okay, but the birth control is supposed to help with my PMDD, but also with my period. So that's great. That is great for me. And yeah, so that is going to be a process as well. Like the PMDD, all the stuff that comes with it, that is going to be a process as well. And I'm up for the challenge because I have the best support system any woman could ask for. And the gynecologist, she printed off this little packet to talk to explain my PMDD, and she was like, you know, give this to your family so they can understand why you're a monster. And my husband read that. We both joined the PMDD support group on Facebook, and yeah, like I said, I have the best support system ever. So yeah. But if you guys want a more in-depth video on that, and really me talking about how crazy I become once a month, I will do that, because I would like to bring awareness to it, because it is serious, honey. And if any of you guys have experienced it, y'all comment down below, offer what tips and stuff that you guys use for this. But once again, it is a real thing. It's crazy. Like, it's somebody, I watched a video, this woman described it like becoming a werewolf. That's literally how I feel. Like I become a werewolf, like I said, a completely different person. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Okay, crazy person. I go from, oh, my life is amazing, my life is great, how did I end up with this life, to, oh, I hate this life, I don't want to be here, nobody loves me. Kid you not. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up some finishing touches, you know, with everything, and then I will be back for the outro. Alright right, y'all, so I am completely done with this look, with this update, with all the things. I am getting ready to go. It is now that time for me to go and take my little passport picture and get my stuff done and pay these coins so I can get this passport. Like, honey, once again, shout out to my man, okay? So yeah, I'm finna go and get that stuff done. Y'all let me know if you have any questions, anything about anything that I said. Let me know if you want me to do a more thorough video on my PMDD. I would be more than happy to do a more thorough video, because I want to bring as much awareness to this as possible, because honestly, just the diagnosis in itself made me feel less crazy. Like, now I know what's going on. But to experience something every single month and you think you're literally losing your mind is mind-blowing. But just knowing what it is really does help. So if y'all want me to do a more in-depth video about the experiences and symptoms that I have been having, I will do that. Just comment down below and let me know. And yeah, y'all, let me know what you think of everything. Sound off down below in the comments if you want to see more videos like this, because I really would like to do more videos, just talking and story times and that type of thing, without being like, oh, the comments. Without being like that, because obviously, I don't get a lot of bad comments. Like, for the most part, everybody is very positive, and I know everybody always says, like, I don't understand why YouTubers focus on the negative. It's not that we focus on the negative, but as a human, and you see anything negative, it does bother you. Now, to me, not all the time. I ain't gonna hold you, sis. Like, not all the time. It's very rare that negative comments bother me. Like, I'll respond and be like, girl, bye. Girl, bye, and keep it moving. But child, you catch me on one of them days, them PMDD days, honey, I will write you a paragraph cussing you the F out. Like, I just will. But on a normal day, it's kind of like, I'm still me. Yeah, boo you, and I'm still me, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, just sound off down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you love ups next time. Bye.
Into it, the looks you love completely, got every style.